Again. Hello duelists, Rustmero here, and today we're going to be opening a box of the new Rush Duel sets, Chaotic Omega Rising. Finally managed to get my hands on a box of this. I wasn't able to open it 1 week after the release as I usually do, because by the time I remembered to pre-order it on Amazon Japan, it was basically already sold out, and prices were pretty scalpy for a while, and it was only recently that they finally went back to normal with a restock. But I guess it makes sense, after all, Romin is getting new cards in this set, and we've got the ZEXAL-reference Hope series as well. We've got a new Royal Demons break, that's pretty nice, and our first rare is gonna be Fenrir Ritter Soul. This is a new Cybers type fusion monster. Oh, pretty cool. Let's put him to the side, and moving on. I think the new sea serpents in this set are pretty awesome as well, the whole Umi support thing, and of course the legend this time is Daedalus, and that is just epic. This is, I believe, for the Ramen deck Taste Inspector, right? That's another archetype that I'm actually pretty hyped about this set because, like, the new ramen monsters are just super cool looking in general. Gagagagats, the new baseball archetype, and our first super rare is going to be the Hero of Chaos, Ridercross Ash. Yes, this is a fusion of the Dawn Ridercross and the Dusk Ridercross that we've seen previously already. And here we have a new support monster for GAKUTO that I believe when you have 3 monsters on your field, you can give one of them piercing. Alright, so what does this guy do? Of course, he's a fusion of Dawn Ridercross and Dark Sorcerer. Okay, now that I think about it, I guess that makes a bit more sense because having to fuse 2 like level 7 monsters probably means this guy has to be quite a beast. Alright, okay, that's a bit more fair and similar to the other fusions we've seen so far. Similar to 7th Paladin, he is a Magical Knight. I'm not sure how they are going to translate it in English, and his effect is you can send the top card of your deck to the grave in order to activate one of these 2 choice effects. The first choice is, until the end of the turn, increase this monster's attack by 300 for each monster on both sides of the field, pretty strong. And the second choice is, you can check all the face down spell traps on the opponent's field and from among them choose one to destroy. Pretty nice, okay. So of course, since this is right after the extra enhancement pack, we are seeing a lot of Fusion again. I unfortunately still haven't obtained any copies of Fusion because I didn't pull it in my box opening, and it's a bit hard to get Rush Duel singles in Singapore where the game isn't really played that much. A new the Dolphin King Iruka. Okay, more for those sea serpents, worms I believe, dolphins, and this looks like a worm support card. Yeah, but on a whole, like compared to the recent boosters we've been getting, I think this one is really worth being hyped about. There's just so much cool stuff in here. Next, here we have a new high-level monster for Nail's deck, Viscum Nitron. Taste Inspector again. Yeah, some more of that. We're getting some new support cards for the News Club, and here we have Gagagagaya. And one of the Ramen Ninjas, that's just gonna be our rare. Ramen Ninja, one of their jutsu spells. Honestly, I think all the cards in this deck are pretty worth like building. I mean, all the decks featured in this set are pretty worth building and trying out. Maybe other than the news one, just because I don't like that one that much. Dododo second, we're getting more of the set. Another Fire Ramen and Achacha Catcher. Nice. Gagagagats again. Oh, now this is a pretty nice pull that is probably going to be worth pretty much. We've got our first ultra rare, and it's going to be Romin's fusion monster, Candy Life, a fusion between Candy and Psychic Upper, which is a new psychic monster featured in this set as well. Very cool. You can activate her effect as long as there's a monster on the opposing field, and of these 2 choice effects. First choice, you take 2000 damage, and after that, until the end of your turn, all of your opponent's face-up monsters lose 3000 attack. Wow! Dude, that is just simply making the field open to your attacks. Okay, and the second choice is you heal up 1000 life. Okay, pretty nice, balancing that self-damage and healing like psychics like to do. And after that, you can choose a level 7 or higher psychic in your grave and special summon it to your field face up, okay? That's just gonna open up to much more plays. Okay, we're just gonna put her down over there, and it's gonna be really easy to just assemble Candy Life with like Can Lady and literally all of your other Ace Psychic monsters on the field as well. Pretty intense. which goes super well with the first choice effect on the next turn, because since then you can basically break the opponent's field wide open and then just charge them down. Zubaba Batter. News team, and Hunter of the Titan Hunter. Use support for demons, and another fusion. Next, we have more dolphins, sea serpents, news, sea serpents. Oh, nice! And just like that, we have pulled both of the key cards featured on the packaging of this booster set. That is just epic. And we've got the Tensho Ruler, or I guess a Heavenly Delayer is how they might translate it. Yameterasu. And this is not just any Yameterasu, this is the Rush Rare. So you guys can compare the differences. We've got the Rush Rare version of Yameterasu here, while our Candy Live is just Ultra Rare. Dude, this is such a perfect box, man. And let me check its effect as well, because I haven't been keeping track. So this is a fusion between Yame Ruler and Harikiri, a new card in this new warrior type card in this set as well. The choice effect can be activated by sending the top card of your deck to the grave. And here are the two choices. First choice, until the end of your opponent's next turn, while this card is face up, it gains 500 attack, and neither player can special summon level 9 or neither player can special summon level 9 or lower monsters in face up attack position. Alright. That is pretty deadly, especially since now fusion is accessible to pretty much all decks. That means your opponent, even if they fusion something, they can't use it to like attack or gain advantage right away. Second effect. Choose one monster on either player's field and change its battle position. Now that is very strong. Even if your opponent tries to escape your attacks by setting monsters in face down, you can use this to basically bypass them, similar to Yggdrago's effect. And of course, your monsters, if you're playing a warrior type deck, are going to involve a lot of gimmicks that can benefit from changing the position. So depending on the situation that you're in, that is a pretty nice two-choice effect. Oh, how is this translated in English? It's just a small river in Japanese, I believe. Pretty cool. And here we have a thing that looks like it's for cleaning, but I believe it actually supports the news monsters as well. Let's put this guy back in there. Yes, because I've been realizing I've been putting all the non-foil fusion monsters in this deck as well. But man, this has been a super awesome box so far. And only 3 of the foils. Request 9. Aha, and here we have Harikiri, our fusion material for Yameterasu. Gogogo Gogogo Judge. Yes, Gogogo Shinpan is Gogogo Judge, I think. And right, I think that should be all of the low-level monsters, the level 4 monsters for the baseball deck. It's pretty cool though, like, I hope this sets the precedent for more like weird reference to old archetypes and old decks in the Rush Duel series in the future as well. Like maybe in the future more villains can use decks like these. A card that I am not really interested in. This is a fusion monster for Earth type machine, basically the news type monsters. I'm not even gonna read the effect. It's sorta cool, but I don't really like the design. Next pack. Oh, nice! How do I pronounce the Fire Noodle Upper Ninja Diap. Man, I love this guy's look so much. I mean, just a typical tokusatsu superhero kind of feel, and a level 7 monster having 2500 attack and 0 defense is just so nostalgic, man. It just fits into like the main character hero kind of archetype of monster. Man, I love that. I don't think we've gotten any of the fusion ramen monsters in this deck. It'd be nice to pull them as well. Especially the miso instant is super cool, I think. This is for Gato. This is Shape of Aqua. What does this spell do? You can activate this card by sending a spell or trap in your hand to the graveyard. Choose a fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monster in your grave and special summon it to your field face up. And until the end of the turn, the monster special summoned by this effect loses 800 attack. That's pretty interesting. I imagine that if you're playing like one of the water attribute decks and you happen to brick on a lot of spell and traps, this will come in very handy in order to get more like tribute fodder onto your field, or maybe just wall in order to tribute summon some of the stuff in your hand that might be too high level if you don't have enough monsters in the hand. And of course, since there's no level restriction, you can use it to bring out your bosses as well. They can still fire off their effects even though they might not be at maximum attack potential for this turn. Our next rare is Psychic Upper. Nice! So we've got the fusion material for Candy Live as well. Do I have... Oh wait, I definitely have Candy. I can't remember if I have Can Lady. That I need to double check. Okay, Gagagat. I think we just have one more. Oh, now this is a mighty ultra rare to have. It's like a tech card that most Rush Duel decks would benefit from having in their recipes. It is quite meta. So this is the Ship of the Seven Treasures. You can send one monster in your hand to the grave in order to activate this card. Draw one card from the deck. However, if the monster you sent in order to activate this effect was a level 7 monster, you get to draw an additional card. So it is super helpful for situations in which you brick. And of course, it goes super well with decks which rely on level 7 bosses. So we are looking mainly at, if I remember correctly, well, Yuga's deck will definitely benefit. And I think Romin plays mainly level 7s as well. But I believe Gato, Luke, and Roa, they're more of the level 8 territory. But of course, that doesn't mean you don't have any level 7 sub-bosses in the deck as well, so potentially can still come in quite handy. Another Harakiri, nice. And we are ending off with the Fire Noodle Special Ninja Nikumashi Gok Boot, a fusion monster that involves Gok Boot, I believe, which was the original boss for the Ramen archetype. Gok Boot plus Taste Inspector. Very nice. And with that, we have completed this opening of Chaotic Omega Rising. I was wondering why I have so little super rares this time, but I just remembered that the Rush Rare probably takes up one slot of the supers, which, I mean, just makes this box way worth it. And I mean, if I had to choose between getting Daedalus or these two, which are like literally on the box cover, I would definitely pick these two monsters, man. Yameterasu and Candy Live. What an epic box opening. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, do give it a like. Let me know what you guys think about these new cards in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Yugioh Rush Duel booster box and product openings. With that, I'll see you guys in the next Rush Duel video.